Everybody, Chaos Gamer here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero United Survival. Before the release of the game, I want to go over a little bit of more information that we got and some reviews that some, like, I don't know what do I want to, game reviewers, I guess, because they're on like the JP side of things, so I don't know what they really are, like if they just do game reviews or they do gaming. Basically, they got the opportunity to play the game a little bit early, so we're going to see the overall opinions about that. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below before the initial release. I mean, you could just let me know anything about it before the initial release, because we're all going over a bunch of stuff. So there's not one concrete topic that I want you guys to focus on in the comments. So let's go down here. We have one of the people Game With that decided to give the review about the game. Oh, there's another company that did it too. Then we got off one here. We're going to take a look at that as well. This company as well, Altina Game, yeah, they're another one. And if I'm not mistaken, there is one more, but I could be wrong as well. Let me see. No, okay, so basically that's it, because this is just telling you guys that the pre-download is available. Alright, so let's start off with the first company right here that we saw, which is Game With. I want to see the overall review. How much, what's the term that we call it nowadays? I can't say that because then YouTube might be on me about that. Slurping, you know, let's see how much slurping they're doing. Where is United Survival? It should be right here. There we go, bam. Alright, so let's take a look at their review on the game. So, play review. Get your fill of overwhelming power of heroes brimming with quirks. My Hero Academia United Survival. The future of My Hero Academia and its survivor-like gameplay unleash heroes with simple controls and spotlight moments for characters overflowing with quirks. Relive famous scenes and story faithful to the anime. Do they go into more detail though? No, they do not. So, this seems to me like some corporate slop. Like, all I'm seeing here is just things that the developers probably wanted them to say about the game, which is crazy. I wanted more like an in-depth review about it, but when the corporate gives you money, the only thing you can do is be positive. Alright, so let's take a look and see if anything's new around here. I mean, this gameplay screenshot is... So, damn, there is a lot of enemies here. What the hell? Oh my god. And then who we got? Shoto? No, is that Shoto Midoriya? I can't tell. I'm looking at this guy right here in the back. I think it's Shoto, but it could be Midoriya. I think it's Midoriya. Okay, yeah, I see. It's Midoriya. Then we got Uraraka right here. And then we got Bakugo. We got like these little mini traps, I guess you could call it, if you will, floating around them. I noticed somebody earlier was talking about that. Like, why is there mini traps floating around Midoriya? And it's like, that's one of the main items that you can have. We can also see the level. They're level 27, or are they on phase 27? I'm guessing it's like phase 27, but they call it levels. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and then they gotta be the total of 2,000 enemies. And I'm assuming this is like the countdown timer, but they're gaining time the more they kill, I guess. I could be wrong. Next, anything new here? No. Okay, so it was Midoriya, Uraraka, and Bakugo, and then they got like the 2 items right here. I mean, I feel like this could have been a 6-team game, not a 3-man team game, but I guess, you know, makes it easier for us to manage characters like that, I guess. Anything new here? We have the LR for this support, this one, and then this one. I want to see if the LR could be for All For One versus All Might. That's what I want to know, if they're going to put an LR moment for that one, because then it will tell whether we can make it to where it can be that any memory that we get can level up into the highest rarity or not. But interesting. Okay, so Midoriya and Bakugo, they're SRs, while Shoto's an N. Because we knew that in the beginning of this game, like when they started announcing their pre-registration, that you're able to get an SR Shoto, an SR Midoriya, or a SR Bakugo. So I'm guessing if you pull the character normally, they start out as an N and then you build them up. I don't know. Let's just, again, this whole rarity thing with this game is kind of weird. And we're going to have to see when we get into game on how it's going to be. I mean, if anything, I feel like it could kind of maybe be like Bleach Mirror's High, where you pull like different, I don't know, because it's not like rarities in a way. I guess kind of is, but there's like the little soul numbers, because they had like, you pull Ichigo at number like 1 souls, and then you pull Ichigo, he has like 4 souls, and that's like the highest rarity. It's weird. And then this is just gonna be like ultra impact with these cutscenes. Truly, man, it's like you play these high-end company games that have voice acting and all these scenes moving around, even if it's like kind of like Honkai Star Rail, them just standing around for a little bit, like at least you got like that going. But with this, I just already know what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be us reading majority of the time. I mean, if we get the cutscenes, that'd be cool, but I don't know. Alright, so that's that with the first company. Now let's take a look at the second company. We're gonna have to go back to notifications. Bam. Scroll down a little bit, and it should be right, like, after Off One? Yeah, right after Off One. I am a genius. Alright, so show me the translations here. My Hero Academia United Survivor early play review release. We got a chance to play the hotly anticipated latest title. I don't know about this word. You might need to change it. And if I could, like you could do on Windows, I would change it in a heartbeat. I'd probably put it into like, what's the best way to describe this without me being disrespectful? I gotta think about this for a second. Hold on, not hotly. The most questionable anticipated game. There we go. That's the best way to say it. Blast away the hordes of approaching villains with your very own quirks. Play review for Hero. Okay, wait. I actually have a whole article here. Oh, if they have an article, I like this one. Okay, now we're talking, dude. Damn, this app popped up. I don't know, but this is what I wanted to see from the other one. A whole review. View your rate. Okay, where's the X button? Hello? Get away! What is this? First of all, I wanted the translations, but that was just stupid. Whoa! What are we showing here, man? What? Are we looking at a couple? Stupid. Yes, enable translation. Let's go. Alright, so My Hero Academia United Survival is My Hero's latest smartphone game that can be played for free. Form a team of 3 people with familiar characters such as Izuku Midoriya, Katsuki Bakugo, and Jotaro Todoroki. Interesting. And fight the approaching enemy villain. The way you defeat the villain one after another with a flashy special attack that makes use of your quirks is a simple game but exhilarating. This time I will introduce you to the charm of such. Alright, so this is new right here that we got right here. So this is a 3-way fight, the level 5. And then it looks like where they're fighting at is like the season 3 testing grounds where they have to fight to try to get the provisional licenses. I keep forgetting, this is not My Hero, this is what the game is called. United Survival is a roguelike hero action game that defeats villains that attack from all directions. We will defeat more than hundreds of villains by taking advantage of the quirks of each character. Attacks are almost automatic, so difficult actions are not required. It is a game that becomes addictive with the exhilaration of being able to wipe out many enemies with one simple operation. You can enjoy different strategies with random growth elements. Okay, so this is what we were talking about earlier, the different items that they have, or the different type of attack equips that you can have with your characters as well. In United Survival, you can acquire skills during the battle. What kind of skills can be acquired is random every time, so the big feature of this works is that different strategies are required every time you challenge. Let's respond to changes in resourcefulness according to your skills. And then we got wipe out the enemy with flashy combined special attacks. Now, when we did see that little trailer thing, I don't know if you guys saw, but go check that out on the short side, I think it is. I could be mistaken, but we saw Midoriya do like a simple ass punch, and then that was just, oh no. Oh, hell no. So, I don't know about all that flashy combined special attack. Maybe it changes the higher the rarity, but it's not really looking that special. If the gauge accumulates during battle, you can shoot a combined special attack that takes advantage of the quirks of the 3 team members. You can see not only the characters related to the anime, but also special attacks to the original combination of the game. Oh, so we got original special attacks as well. That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Large volume story mode. So we got story, event, and then score attack. So I can already tell what this mode is without even having to wait until we get data mines for this. Basically, watch. I'm gonna get this down word for word, bar for bar. So we're gonna have like a bunch of enemies, right? And depending on how high of damage you do or how many enemies you defeat, that's going to be your overall score, and then that's going to be going into a ranked system based off of the amount of people that you either kill, how fast you kill them, or it could be I guess that's it really, just how much you kill or how fast you kill. Like, there's nothing else I think that would calculate stuff. Maybe unless it's both. That's the third option, both. You just see, man, look how simplistic this is. Oh my god. I mean, it is like, this is like the true essence of a mobile game. That's what they're going with United Survival. A roguelike vampire survival mobile simple game. In United Survival, in addition to the story of My Hero, The original story only for the game is also included. I'm looking forward to what kind of story will unfold. That's what I'm more interested, to be honest. I don't give a damn, because we already know about My Hero story. We don't need to see it again for the 4th time. I want to know what this original story is going to be like. Let's create our own original team. Choose 3 of your favorite characters and team up. Okay, so we have Uraraka's quirk, which is gravity, or zero gravity. He has a bright and right out personality, and he understands deck. Okay, I'm done with translate. United Survival chooses 3 characters and form a team. It seems that many characters will be implemented not only to the students of the first years of this stupid translation, 1A class, but also teaches professional heroes and the Villain Alliance. Improve your ability with the collection of famous scenes, the story of becoming the best hero. The equipment element called collection greatly increases the character's ability. The collection is also reproductions of famous scenes from the anime, and when you watch it, you want to watch the anime again. Pre-registration is being accepted. So as you guys know, there's another thing I wanted to get into. We've reached 800,000 pre-registrations. So we get a LR collection of the story becoming the best hero. We get the heavy dumbbells for Aizawa and a Hero Stone of 100. We get the heavy dumbbells for Uraraka and then a Hero Stone of 100. We get the this was the most important thing that I wanted all of us to reach. The 500,000 people cleared, so we could get a gacha ticket that includes Midoriya, Shoto, and Bakugo. Which I want to pick Bakugo, but I will be going in detail who you should pick with the tickets. I wish we had like a little bit more in depth about like what these characters are doing, so we can make the idea of who we want to pick before we get into the game. I think that's always a great idea when you are giving free characters. Go into their kits before it releases so that people get a general idea of 1, how the game works, 2, how these characters work, and 3, who they want to test out. I mean, unless it's like, you know, like it's just more people going for their favorite character, like me more so than going for like the #1 option. At United Survival, pre-registration has begun for the release on August 6, 2026. You have currently achieved up to 800,000 people, and if you reach 1 million in the remaining period, you can receive the full reward. I mean, because all we're missing really is just to get the All Might dumbbells and then the LR collection victory standing. And then this is how it looks when you load into the game. Pretty cool, I'm gonna lie. How did you like United Survival? Roguelike hero action game in which My Hero characters fight. You can enjoy a refreshing battle that makes use of your quirk with simple operations. So if you like My Hero, please play it. My Hero Academia United Survival will start its service tomorrow or tonight for me. I don't know what time it actually. Hold on, let me see. Can Google AI help me and see what time this starts at? What time? Alright, what time does United Survival servers open at? Let's see what we get the results of here. My Hero Academia United Survival servers open on August 6, 2026. K-Lab and Gummy have not announced a specific exact hour or time or date for the server doors to open. Of course they didn't. Of course. I know, one last thing before we do end off today's video. I want to take a look at some of the characters that they have announced before we got to their latest post right here. So bam. Let's go all the way down. I think it was up to All Might, and then we go up from there. 800,000 for registration. No, okay, there's more than that. What the hell? Okay. Where is it? Wasn't it All Might? Where's All Might? Okay, there we go. So bam, this is where basically they started announcing new information after our last video. So we got All Might. His chibi I'm not a fan of. Next we have Toga. Her TV's alright, nothing too crazy. We got Stain Crazy, My Hero game that has Stain. Whoa, dude, you rarely see that nowadays. And I'm talking about from the mobile game. I mean, for me to be trolling, but let's think about the actuality. I mean, he was an Ultra Impact, but a low-ass rarity. He was in The Strongest Hero, a very crazy character. He is an All Justice, and he's not an Ultra. So, he should be an Ultra Rebel. Next thing we have is Dabi. Dabi, I'm not a fan of his sprite, I'm gonna be honest. And then it was Kurogiri, right? Kurogiri, his sprite is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I like his sprite. And then we have Shigaraki. His sprite is cool. I like his sprite. Maybe I like their sprites most of the time when it's like they don't really have a face, so they're covering their face. Maybe that's what I'm liking about the game sprites. And then we got All For One. All For Ones is pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, look at this. This is Aura right here. Like, he's just standing on business with one mission. Get rid of All Might. That's it. And then that's basically it for all the characters that were announced for United Survival. So with that, that's where we're ending today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but I always really appreciate it. Also subscribe again. You can let me know down below how you guys are personally feeling before the game's release. And with that, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.